All right, in this short video, I'm going to show you how to get started with trading futures. There's a few ways to do it. One way is to get a broker and just fund your own account. Second way is to get funded by passing a combine. And then third way, of course, is to just get your feet wet and paper trade and use a demo account. Using a demo account is also helpful for discovering different platforms and to see what platform fits your needs. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe to the channel as I'll be posting a lot more futures related content. Also, I do go live every single day. So if you have any questions, join us on the live stream. Let's get into it and let's talk about brokers. So we have Tradovate. Tradovate is a very popular and well-known broker in the futures world. You can sign up and fund just $250 with them. So that's super easy, and you could get your feet wet with trading micro contracts. Now, you're not gonna make a lot of money that way, but if you want to get funded, you could just do that with super low amount. Now, how much does it cost to trade futures? I'll focus on the E-mini S&P and the E-mini NASDAQ. So it's $550 for one contract, right? That's the lowest I've seen for the NASDAQ. The E-mini S&P 500 is $550. My other broker is $400. If you have a $1,000 account or a $1,200 account, you could take two of these contracts here. And I mainly trade NASDAQ. I barely trade anything else. And I think NASDAQ is the best one to trade. But when you have a super small account, what you could do is you could trade the micro contract. A micro contract of the mini S&P or the micro contract of the E-mini NASDAQ is just 1/10 size. It only costs $55 for both of them, right? So if you have a $300 account, you could take 5 contracts. And it's pretty cool that you could get your feet wet and get started trading that way. The commissions that they offer are pretty good. However, they do offer also an active trader plan. So active trader plan, you could actually lower your commissions. I would not recommend this unless you trade high volumes with a little bit of a bigger account or you micro scalp like I do. You could just go on their website and see all the commissions here. They have a great platform, web-based, easy to use, very friendly. However, I'm not a huge fan of it. Not a huge fan of the charts and the layout of the charts. It's also web-based, so it's kind of hard to put it in different parts of the screen if I want to separate the charts. Again, for beginner, it's very friendly, but like any other broker, with futures trading, you could take this account and plug it into any other platform that you would want. You might have to pay a fee for that platform and buy a license, but you could take your account from Tradovate and plug it into any platform. And that's how cool futures really are versus stocks. You're stuck to the platform that the broker offers. The only negative about this broker is if you're trading super small, there is a wire fee. So if you do plan out taking money out, there is a $30 or $40 wire fee. If you make $300 on a week and you want to take it out and pay yourself, you can, but you will be paying 10% for the wire fee, right? So it kind of sucks versus with other brokers like AMP Futures, you don't have that fee. Also, you could start a demo account with Tradovate. So if you want to do a paper account, you could do a 14-day demo. It's super simple to sign up. Instantly, you could be trading with us on the live stream if you want. Also, what we have is AMP Futures, right? So AMP Futures is another broker I would recommend. They do have pretty low pricing on commissions. It's very similar to Tradovate. They do have different platforms, right? So they have a lot of platforms, and I think most of them do have a demo account that you could just do. Now, I'm not sure if you could do a separate demo for every account. Probably not. But I would recommend going Quantower. So Quantower is one of the best platforms, I think, that you could use for futures trading. So if you go to ampfutures.com and you just click on the tab for Quantower, you could do a 28-day demo on this. This is more of a real platform. You download it, you have multiple charts, you have different options for it. I would say Tradovate is more convenient to use, but this is more professional use. Okay, so give them both a try. And again, the trials do expire. So do one trial, let it expire, and try something else. They don't have any wire fees. So if you want to wire out your money, you don't have to worry about that. Their cost to day trade with the S&P is a little bit cheaper. It's $40 versus $55. And the NASDAQ is a little bit more expensive. It's $100 for the micro versus $55. And that's the micros. And of course, a mini is just 10 times more. So it'll be $400 for the mini of the ES. And then $1,000 for the E-mini NASDAQ, which is what I mainly trade. Those are the brokers. Again, this one does offer a lot of different platforms compared to Tradovate. Obviously, with Tradovate, you could also use all these platforms as well, but they might not be free. So that's the only difference. If you are not ready to fund your own account because you don't know what you're doing yet, maybe you want to kind of give it a try. But paper trading is only good for a little bit. Paper trading is not going to give you the emotional aspect of day trading. So if you use a funded account like a combine with one-up trader, You're gonna get the emotions, you're gonna get all the feels from real trading, but it's a very minimal risk. So basically how this works is you sign up for a program. They cost between $125 to as much as $650, but I wouldn't recommend those. I say this one is the best one, the beginner. It allows for 6 contracts. It's a $3,000 profit target, which is not that hard to obtain, and has a pretty big trailing drawdown. So if you pass this, that's how you would fail and you will have to reset. It's 1250 daily loss limit. And how this works is once you pass, there's different rules that you have to kind of obey by. But obviously once you pass, you kind of know what you're doing already. So they'll fund you with an account. And how that works is the first $8,000 on the real account, the first $8,000 is yours. Also, it's 150 a month, it says here, but it's not really 150 a month. Once you pass, you could pass in a short amount of time as 15 days. That's the minimum amount of days you have to trade. You won't have to pay a second month. If it takes you more than 20 trading days or more than a month to finish this, because you could take as long as you want, what I would recommend doing is that you would kind of pass this, make money with the funded account. Once you make a certain amount of money, take that money out and put it in the real account and then start trading the real account. There's some rules here. For example, like you can't take out the first trailing drawdown amount. So if you take this account, the first 2,500, you cannot take out once you are funded. You cannot take this out until you've closed the account, right? So maybe make the first 8,000, close the account, and move like 4,000 into your real account, and then keep 4,000 to yourself, and then you have a real trading account with 4,000. And the risk is at the end of the day, the risk is the same because again, you took the money out of this account. So yeah, so that's one option. Just because then you have to do the 80% split. There's a lot of tax benefits for trading futures on the real account versus with this, you don't have those benefits. So yeah, that's another story. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But yeah, take a look on this website. I'll put a link down below. It's pretty cool. I'm doing this challenge as we speak. I am on day number 5. So we'll see how it goes and see if I could get funded. And once I do get funded, I do have a cool plan on what I plan on doing with that. So stay tuned for that. Once again, it's OneUpTrader. The other one that's very popular, it's called TopStep, but TopStep is much more difficult to pass as there's 2 steps. So you not only have to make 3,000 once, but you have to make 3,000 twice. And they have a weekly loss limit of $1,000. So it's actually much more difficult to pass this. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if anything, join us in the live stream and ask me questions there. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And have a great week. If you're trading, last week of February, so it should be interesting in the futures world. And also the market is kind of on the pullback now, so it's getting a little bit more volatile as well. So it's pretty cool to trade. All right, guys, take care.